Hi everyone, welcome to the accumulation and momentum data analysis for 30th of July. Today was a decent day. The Nifty was kind of range bound the whole day because we are nearing the expiry. But individual stocks did very well, right? But if you look at the broader market, the small caps did not do that great. They ended with a cut of almost 0.5%. The mid caps were kind of flat, and the Nifty was up hardly a few 20, 30 points, right? So no major move that came in, although on an individual stock level, they did pretty well, right? So we look at the news and also the charts, what they are telling us. So the big news today is the meeting that is going to happen tonight and what would be the outcome of it, right? So there are high chances that there won't be any rate cut by the Fed tonight, right? So tonight around 11:30, 12 would be the decision. So the market is already betting on that there won't be any rate cut as of now. But what the market is looking forward to is the two rate cuts that the Fed had guided in this particular year itself, right? So probably in September and November, the rate cuts would happen and the market would start to take into account that particular thing and then move accordingly, right? So the commentary is very important because although Trump has been pushing for a rate cut, but I don't think the Fed is going to do one right now. It is going to postpone it to September and in the November's this MPC meet, right? So that is about the news. If you look at the large cap accumulation, that kind of went down or cooled a bit because we were kind of range bound. And what is happening lately is the FIs have been continuously selling. The DIs have been trying to kind of just hold the Nifty or let's say absorb most of the selling by buying a little higher than what the FIs are selling. So that is good enough to hold the Nifty, but not really good enough to kind of give a strong rally up, right? So a rally in the large caps would kind of come in once the FIs cool off their selling or probably turn buyers as well. Now, looking into the large cap momentum, the momentum did improve a bit. So it is kind of telling us that maybe we have made some kind of a bottom, right? The momentum is telling us that, although the accumulation kind of dropped, if the accumulation was very strong today, then we would have been even more confident. But the momentum, 2 days of improvement usually signs that there is some kind of a bottom in place, right? So then comes the mid cap accumulation. The mid cap accumulation largely in line with what was happening for the last many days. And also the momentum here, the mid caps actually did very well. A lot of these mid caps moved much higher than what the index is showing. The index hardly has like the mid cap 100 index has only 100 names, but there are at least three, 400 mid cap names. So that is what I kind of look into. Most of them did better than what they did yesterday, right? So then coming to the small cap accumulation, little improvement, but nothing to be really happy about. And the momentum here has again kind of slowed down. So small cap, not really sure whether a bottom is in place or not, because if we had an improvement today as well, we would have been confident that okay, there is a bottom in place. But because it is not improving, it is at the same level. Probably chances are on August 1st, once the news kind of comes out, although Trump hinted that India can be around the 20-25% tariff mark, maybe that was the reason the small caps were under pressure. Once that news is clear as to what percentage we are going to have, because China is anyways they are going to continue with the 30% tariff. So if India has somewhere around 20 or even lower, then whichever uh, products that India is kind of selling to US, which China was earlier doing that, and especially in the case of pharma, APIs and stuff, right? So those sectors should definitely benefit. So keep an eye out for that. Probably once the August 1st news is out, we should see a decent moves coming in market. Hopefully this helps. Thank you.